Yeah, I'm thinking they'll be pushed again, Andy. The fact that they haven't mentioned them in those, the fact they haven't mentioned them in those four sample videos have told me that maybe they're not anywhere near completion. Yeah, I kind of agree with you a little bit, man. But I guess we'll see, right? I guess we'll see. Time will tell, man. Let's put the aloe away. We should really have that. We should have that aloe over in the medic chest, shouldn't we? I don't know why it's in there. I really don't. That's a stupid place for it. Let's put the tea there. That makes sense. That makes sense, right? The hops shouldn't be in here either, because they go in the other place. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Cool. So we'll smelt the shovel. We'll smelt the other shovel. In fact, we won't. We'll smelt the axe. Ding, 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 ding. We'll need the nail gun. We'll put the aloe vera and the hops over the other place. We'll smelt those two. Oh, what am I doing for food? Oh, okay, I need to eat. Well, I'm sure there are lots of variables, man, but they're meant to be the fucking developers, bro. I mean, you know. Just because it's difficult doesn't mean, well, you know, they won't be able to do it. Man, they're the fucking developers. They should be able to do it. If anyone's going to do it, anyone's going to be able to do it, it should be them, right? So, difficulty doesn't, you know, if someone paid me a few £1 million, I'd fucking do it. And I can't code for shit. So trust me, I'd get it done if someone was paying me fucking millions. I'll be honest. You know, so I think the difficulty of it doesn't really buy you any fucking leeway in my book. You know? Not you, I mean, you know, the devs. You know what I mean. To be fair. So, well, it's quite tricky. Yeah, but you got paid millions. So maybe you should work past tricky. This isn't fucking mission difficult. You know what I mean? This is mission 7 days to die. Yeah, Paul. Well, that's exactly what I've just said, right? They don't know, really. Yeah, difficult thing to code. That really doesn't. You know what I mean? I don't think. Oh, it's gonna be quite tricky for them. Fuck them. They get a fucking hell of a lot of money for that. Tricky should be nothing. Tricky should be a fucking walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you. You got a whole lot of fucking money, bro. Get past tricky. Fucking work it. Work past it. Because I tell you right now, man, I would be able to fucking code tricky if someone paid me millions. And I ain't got a fucking clue on coding. Not a clue. But I fucking tell you now, I'd be able to master it if someone was paying me millions for it. So, they need to fucking pull their finger out, tricky or not. Sorry, but Tricky don't fucking cut it. Tricky don't cut shit. Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying here? Tricky don't fucking cut it, man. Tricky is what you say to your mate as an excuse when you're doing him a favour. Not when you're getting fucking paid to make millions. Getting paid to make millions, you know what I mean? Not when you're getting paid millions to do something. Yeah, Tech Actual, I'm quite sure they are. But like I say, the millions doesn't buy them skills. I beg to differ, Rage Quit. The millions does buy them skills, man. If they can't code it, they can purchase the time of someone who can code it. So the millions can buy them skills. To be honest, man. Yeah, Paul, I know. I know. I would be a bit fucking disappointed if we had another update, which to me, honestly, is a bit empty. When really, the whole fucking future of this game, now I realize that adds further fucking pressure to it, where really the whole fucking future of this game and the whole interest in this game is going to be hinged on the fucking release of Bandits. And they've been talking about it for quite a while. Now maybe if it was so far out of their fucking reach, they shouldn't have been talking about putting it in Alpha 14, and then in Alpha 15, and then in Alpha 16. And maybe they should just fucking, you know, keep stum. Haven't they learned that already? I'm pretty sure they should have. Because it's been a recurring theme. As much as we all beg for openness and clarity. Which we do. I know. I know. It's a double-edged thing. You can never have fucking... You can never have it right. No, which gets wrong. I know. I know. I'm well aware. I am well aware. Boom and boom. Let's take that down to the other end. We need the iron. I still fucking keep forgetting to put the sand in another little fucking box. Jesus. Right. Milliam's got the weather guy from SOE H1Z1. There you go. Well, that's the point though, isn't it? Right? Once they went from a small indie developer, you know, putting a whole lot of their own blood, sweat and tears into what the original game looked like, which is a very different game to what it is now, right? Once they went from that to selling millions of copies of the game and making enough money to fund whatever it is they need to fund, then really they need to step things up a fucking notch and not sort of go... Now, I'm not saying they're not doing that. They may well be doing that, right? Like you're saying with the dynamic weather. But I think if they're having to constantly push Bandits back because of the difficulty of it or because of walls they keep hitting, then they need to fucking reinvest again. Because that, if they get Bandits right, the Bandits will fucking make this game. It will so make the fucking game. It really will. You know what I mean? It'll make a huge difference, but they've got to get it right. But they've also got to get it. So, like, you know, promising it forever and it never happening is worse. You know? Maybe not worse than getting it wrong. No, it's not worse than getting it wrong, but it's bad, you know? It's not excusable, honestly. I need to sort that shit out. Right, we need to fucking sort our shit out, because we ain't prepped for Horde Day. We're nowhere near prepped. I need fucking spikes. And I need to start fucking sorting my shit out here without talking about the devs. So, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go quiet for a bit. I'm gonna have to do all my spikes. Because we haven't done anything yet. We're not prepped. We ain't prepped for Horde Night. Horde Night would be easy, of course, but just go AFK for Horde Night is pretty much. But we got to do the prep. Still got to do the prep. Fucking stupid zombies. Dying on my fucking spikes. Mate. Tech. I say do a spiel. I have spoken many times about that. Honestly. I think it's been oft badly led. They've made many decisions, and I've done examples. I'll talk to you in a sec, but they've made many decisions which really, had they been approached better, would have been other make or break points for the game, and they fucked up. You know, they, in my opinion, as a huge follower of the game, I've played it since Alpha 1, and I've streamed over 1,000 hours of this game. And they fucked up. You know, they really fucked up. Like when mini bikes first came out, I was streaming the game at the time, and I played the update. I got the update and I played it, and people were coming to the channel going, "I've heard they finally got vehicles in the game." I was like, yeah. And they were like, "Wow, show us the vehicle." And I showed them the vehicle, and I was like, yeah, we finally got vehicles in the game. And they're like, show me it. I'm like, here it is. And they're like, what? Seriously? I mean, is it cool to get a vehicle in the game? Yeah. That was a pivotal impact moment in this game, in the development of this game, right? We're all the fans of the genre, people that had left it and were coming back to it. People that had left it and were going to come back, we're all like, wow, they've got vehicles now, they've got vehicles. And then when they seen it, and the first few streams that were streaming that day, right? Because I was one of the few ones that were streaming that day. There were not very many people streaming the game at that time. One of the few streams streaming the game, and what one of the first times people ever saw the bike was obviously a bad quality and all the rest of it of the bike, right? And you saw people in a multiplayer server, someone running faster than the bike was going. And you're like, is that what we get? We waited 2 years for fucking vehicles, and that's what we get after 2 years of waiting. So I think if there had been some sort of project lead, they might have picked a different... It's only aesthetics. It's only aesthetics, isn't it? But they might have picked a different look for the fucking bike if there had have been a proper project lead. Right? In my opinion. Because that was a pivotal moment in the game, right? That was... We had hundreds of people coming to see the stream that had never been to see 7 Days to Die. They'd never been in. Suddenly the game was really popular on Twitch for a short time, you know? Everyone was coming in to go, what's this fucking mini bike thing? What's this all about? And we're going, yeah, it's a mini bike. Show me it. Oh, really? Is that it? No, I'm not going to bother. I had people in the chat going, I'm not even going to bother. I'm not going to bother making one. I had people come in and say that. And when you release something that's a big impact thing on a game, you don't want to hear your player base going, oh, I'm not even going to bother with it. It's a waste of time. That's not what you want to hear. Do you know what I mean? You want to hear the players and all that going, oh my fucking god, that's awesome! Shit, I can't wait till I get home and get playing the game, man, so I can get involved and I can get one of them. That looks amazing, I can't wait, it's brilliant, oh my god. But instead we had reactions like, oh, I'm not even going to bother. Oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't bother making one of them then. Do you know what I mean? You don't need that shit reaction, man. That was a huge impact moment in the game. As someone that's been following the game for a long time, that was a big